Hey everyone, welcome back to Pop Culturally Challenged. My name is David. This is my beautiful wife Toni.
Hello.
And tonight we're going back into the world of Alfred Hitchcock. We watched Psycho a while back and we've been meaning to get back into the Hitchcock movies. So tonight we're going to watch Rear Window. You know anything about it?
I feel like you've mentioned that one before.
Yeah, that one usually comes up when you're talking about Hitchcock. It's pretty well loved. So I have seen this one. I'm not going to tell you anything about it, who's in it, nothing like that. But I do think you're going to enjoy this one.
Great.
So you ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you guys enjoyed this reaction, please give us a thumbs up. Comment down below. Let us know what you thought of Rear Window. What other Hitchcock movies should we check out? If you would like to see the full-length reaction to this and everything else we've reacted to, we'll put the link to our Patreon down below. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, share.
Turn on the notification bell.
And on that note, on with the show. Well, you like mysteries, right?
I love mysteries.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy this one. You know who he is, right? James Stewart. George Bailey.
Oh. I know who David is.
Who?
David.
In here?
You.
Oh, I know. I'm talking about the movie.
I know, but you keep asking me about all these actors.
Grace Kelly's pretty famous. She was even in a Madonna song, remember? Vogue? She talks about Grace Kelly.
Oh, I don't know. Don't distract me from the movie, because then people don't like it when I start thinking about something else.
Oh. Like the actors in the movie?
Wow, he's really sweating.
When you wake up in the morning, do you feel tired and run down?
Yes.
Sure do.
Oh, it's so hot that he's got to sleep outside.
But wearing flannel pajamas.
That's funny. Oh my gosh. I guess that's a good way to get your exercise in.
Yeah.
George Bailey.
Yeah. This would have been like 8 or 9 years after It's a Wonderful Life.
Huh. Oh, that's weird.
It's a negative. From film, remember?
Congratulations, Jeff. We're getting rid of that cast.
Oh, wrong week. Next Wednesday, I emerge from this plaster cocoon.
Well, I guess I can't be lucky every day.
Must be rough on you, thinking of me wearing this cast for another whole week.
You're too valuable to the magazine for us to play around with. I'll send Morgan or Lambert. Goodbye, Jeff.
Now, wait a minute, Gunnison. Now, you've got to get me out of here. If you don't pull me out of this swamp of boredom, I'm going to do something drastic. Like what? I'm going to get married, and then I'll never be able to go anywhere. Yeah, can't you just see me rushing home to a hot apartment to listen to the nagging wife?
Jeff, wives don't nag anymore. They discuss.
Well, maybe in the high-rent district they discuss. In my neighborhood, they still nag.
Call you later, Jeff.
Yeah, have some good news next time, huh?
Yeah, she seems to be nagging right now.
Or something.
The cast is on the pants?
Under the pants, yeah. Goes all the way up. He must have broken his hip or something. And his leg.
Giving them far too much water. Nearly so much water.
Oh, why don't you shut up?
New York State sentence for a peeping Tom is 6 months in the work. You know, in the old days, they used to put your eyes out with a red-hot poker. Any of those bikini bombshells you're always watching worth a red-hot poker? We become a race of peeping Toms. What people ought to do is get outside their own house and look in for a change. I can see you in court now, surrounded by a bunch of lawyers in double-breasted suits. Judge, it was only a little bit of innocent fun. I love my neighbors like a father. And the judge says, well, congratulations. You've just given birth to 3 years in Dannemora. You've got a hormone deficiency.
How can you tell from a thermometer?
Those bathing beauties you've been watching haven't raised your temperature 1 degree in a month.
right. I think there is going to be trouble around here.
What kind of trouble?
Lisa Fremont.
She's a beautiful young girl, and you're a reasonably healthy young man.
She expects me to marry her. I don't want to. I'm not ready for marriage.
And Lisa Fremont is the right girl for any man with half a brain who can get one eye open.
No, she's just not the girl for me.
Yeah, she's only perfect.
She's too perfect. She's too talented. She's too beautiful. Can you imagine her traveling around the world with a camera bum who never has more than a week's salary in the bank? I need a woman who's willing to go anywhere and do anything. So the honest thing for me to do is just call the whole thing off.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Get out of my life, you perfectly wonderful woman, you two. Lisa's loaded to her fingertips with love for you. I got 2 words of advice for you. Marry her.
She pay you much?
Oh.
He didn't carry her through the threshold.
He might have. There you
Aww.
Window shopper.
He slept all afternoon long?
go. I guess so.
That's who he wants to break up with?
Yep.
How's your leg?
Hurts a little.
Do you love life?
Not too active.
Anything else bothering you?
Who are you?
Reading from top to bottom. Lisa, Carol, Fremont.
Where is she going so fancy?
It's right off the Paris plane. You think it'll sell?
Well, let's see. Now, there's the airplane ticket over and import duties, hidden taxes, profit markup.
A steal at 1,100.
Whoa.
They ought to list that dress on the stock exchange.
Why, we sell a dozen a day in this price range.
Who buys them? Tax collectors?
What would you think of starting off with dinner at 21?
You have perhaps an ambulance downstairs?
Ah, better than that. 21. Thank you for waiting, Carl. The kitchen's right there on the left.
Good evening, Mr. Jeffries.
Just put everything in the oven, Carl, on low. Well, I'm going to make this a week you'll never forget. This will take care of the taxi as well.
Thank you, Miss Fremont. Have a pleasant dinner, Mr. Jeffries.
Hi, good night.
That was sweet of her.
Yep.
Isn't it time you came home? You could pick your assignment.
You mean leave the magazine?
Yes.
For what?
For yourself and me.
Now, let's stop talking nonsense, shall we?
Wow.
Guess I'd better start setting up for dinner.
Yeah, he wants to keep his action-packed life.
Is that music in his apartment, you think?
I think it's in hers.
Nobody walked in.
No.
Like, does she not see that she's being watched?
Maybe not.
That's so sad.
Yep.
Oh, she's sad.
Well, at least that's something you'll never have to worry about.
You can see my apartment from here all the way up on 63rd Street.
We have a little apartment here that's probably about as popular as yours. You remember, of course, Miss Torso? She's like a queen bee with her pick of the drones.
I'd say she's doing a woman's hardest job, juggling wolves.
Well, she picked the most prosperous looking one.
She's not in love with him, or any of them.
How can you tell that from here?
You said it resembled my apartment, didn't you?
The newlyweds.
Yep.
Well, that's sweet of him. Oh, that's rude.
There's Alfred Hitchcock standing there.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I think he's in every movie he directed.
There's some songwriter over there in the studio apartment. He was alone.
Probably had a very unhappy marriage.
It's almost as if it were being written especially for us.
Oh, looks like a lobster.
Wonder he's having so much trouble with it.
God, that's so mean.
Yeah.
At least you can't say the dinner isn't right.
Lisa, it's perfect. As always.
I don't understand.
There can't be that much difference between people and the way they live.
Now look,
If you're saying all this because you don't want to tell me the truth, what's so different about it here from over there? This is like being a tourist on an endless vacation.
Okay, now let me give you my
It's
side.
ridiculous to say that it can only be done by a special private little group of anointed people.
I can back it up if you just shut up for a minute.
I mean, according to you, people should be born, live, and die on the same spot.
Shut up!
Wow.
Did you ever eat fish heads and rice?
Of course not.
Well, if you might have to if you went with me. Did you ever try to keep warm on a C-54 at 15,000 feet, 20 degrees below zero?
Oh, I do it all the time.
Those high heels, they'll be great in the jungle and the Nile. In this job, you carry one suitcase. Your home is the available transportation.
Why does she have to go with him all the time?
I don't know.
You don't think either one of us could ever change?
Right now, it doesn't seem so.
I'm in love with you. I don't care what you do for a living. I'd just like to be part of it somehow. I guess I'm not the girl I thought I was.
No, there's nothing wrong with you, Lisa. You've got this town in the palm of your hand.
Not quite, it seems. Goodbye, Jeff.
You mean good night?
I mean what I said.
Well, Lisa, couldn't we just keep things status quo?
Without any future.
Well, when am I going to see you again?
Not for a long time. At least, not until tomorrow night.
So he wants to be with her, he just doesn't want to marry her.
Oh no, they're outside again and it's raining.
Yep.
No.
It's the flimsiest mattress I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. So it took 40 minutes or so?
Mm-hmm.
Someone's a little drunk.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Did he have red on him? No, maybe it was just a light. So he's leaving again?
Yeah, looks like it.
Wonder what time it is now.
I don't know.
Oh, he can get up there fast.
Yeah.
The doggy. Oh, how cute. Is she letting them out?
I guess that's, yeah. Go outside, go to the bathroom, and then jump back in the basket.
Well, she's pulling up the...
Yeah.
Poor Miss Lonely Heart, she drank herself to sleep again.
Maybe one day she'll find her happiness.
Well, some man will lose his.
God.
I just can't figure it. He went out several times last night in the rain carrying his sample case.
Well, he's a salesman, isn't he?
Well, what would he be selling at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Flashlight.
I think he was taking something out of the apartment.
Uh-huh. How about this morning? Any further developments?
The shades are all drawn in the apartment.
In this heat? Well, they're up now.
Get back. He'll see you.
I'm not shy. I've been looked at before.
That's the kind of a look a man gives when he's afraid somebody might be watching him.
Goodbye, Mr. Jeffrey. See you tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
And don't sleep in that chair again. Uh-huh. Great conversation.
Looks like jewelry.
That must be what he sells.
Is he gonna look out? Oh, he pulled out the...
The big lens. Ain't messing around anymore.
Well, he's probably used to using the camera way more than the binoculars too, right?
Right. But that's huge.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's smart. It must be heavy.
yeah.
Oh. Is he going to accuse him of killing his wife?
I don't know.
Oh no, he's going to look out and see him. I think he's letting his imagination get the best of him.
I'm so glad we have air conditioning.
Oh, that's too cute. That's way too cute. Oh, she's back.
Don't you ever have any problems?
I have one now.
So do I.
Tell me about it.
Why would a man leave his apartment 3 times on a rainy night with a suitcase?
That's the way his wife welcomes him home.
Oh, no. What's interesting about a butcher knife and a small saw? Why hasn't he been in his wife's bedroom all day? There's something terribly wrong.
And I'm afraid it's with me.
What do you think?
Something too frightful to utter.
He went out a few minutes ago in his undershirt. Hasn't come back yet. That'd be a terrible job to tackle. Just how would you start to cut up a human body?
You're beginning to scare me a little.
Shh, he's coming back.
He's not going to be able to see anything. Oh.
Jeff, if you could only see yourself.
What's the matter?
What is it you're looking for?
I just want to find out what's the matter with the salesman's wife, that's all. Does that make me sound like a madman?
Maybe she died.
Where's the doctor? Where's the undertaker? I've seen bickering and family quarrels. Where is she?
Maybe he's leaving his wife. I don't know. I don't care. You could see all that he did, couldn't you?
Of course.
You could see because the shades were up.
Fixing the flowers.
Jeff, do you think a murderer would let you see all that?
No,
A murderer would never parade his crime in front of Let's start from the beginning again, Jeff.
Yeah.
The name on the second floor rear mailbox reads Mr. and Mrs. Laws,
What's the number of the apartment house?
125 West 9th Street.
Thank you, dear.
Okay, Chief, what's my next assignment?
Just go home.
But what's he doing now?
He's just sitting in the living room. I know. You go home and get some sleep, huh? Good night.
Night.
Is he watching him?
I don't know.
You called the police.
Well, not exactly. That's an old friend of mine.
Just where do you suppose he cut her up? Of course. The bathtub. That's the only place where he could have washed away the blood. You better get that trunk out of there before it starts to leak. Look, Mr. Jeffries.
That's pretty long. He wouldn't have to cut her up. Right?
I don't know.
I thought Doyle would be here by the time the trunk left, or I'd call the police. Now we're going to lose it. Look.
Hold everything.
Well, don't do anything foolish.
I'm just gonna get the name off that freight truck.
I'll keep...
No, he's got her into it
Yeah.
too.
Long distance.
How could he tell?
Maybe how many numbers he dialed?
Oh, she missed him.
How do you know there was a murder?
Because everything this fella's done has been suspicious.
I admit it all has a mysterious sound.
Now, Doyle, don't tell me he's an unemployed magician amusing the neighborhood with his sleight of...
Jeff, you've got a lot to learn about homicide. Why, morons have committed murder so shrewdly it's taken 100 trained police minds to catch them.
You think I made all this up?
Well, I think you saw something. There's probably a very simple explanation for it. Well, Jeff, I've got to run along. I won't report this to the department. Let me poke into it a little on my own. We know the wife is gone, so I'll see if I can find out where.
Do that.
You, had any headaches lately?
Not until you should.
It's a 6 months lease. Used up a little more than 5.5 months of it. Pays his bills promptly with money earned as a costume jewelry salesman, wholesale. She never left the apartment.
Where is
Until
she?
yesterday morning.
What time?
6 a.m.
I think it's about the time I fell asleep.
Too bad. Thorwalds were leaving their apartment at just that time. Feel a little foolish?
No, not yet. How's your wife? What do you need before you can search? Tell me now, what do you need? Bloody footsteps leading up to the door?
You call me and ask for help. I'm behaving like a taxpayer.
Taxpayer.
Oh, anything you need, Jeff?
You might send me a good detective.
He's going to need some serious physical therapy to get that leg moving again.
Bologna sandwich.
Yeah.
Where's the lady that lives in that apartment?
Miss Lonely Hearts? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, there she is. Didn't she hear something?
I don't know.
They're right above her.
I don't know.
Wonder where she's going.
I don't know.
Oh, there he is.
Yep.
That's weird.
What? Looks like you just took a couple shirts out.
Yeah, but they were like the same shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Miss Doyle?
Yes?
Well, it's Jeff again. Has Tom come in yet?
I'll have him call the moment I hear from him.
No, don't bother to do that. Just have him get over here as soon as he can.
So is he packing to leave? Oh, look, her purse. Nobody leaves without their purse. 1, 2, 3.
Long distance again.
Pocket watch. Pearls.
Wedding ring? Is that his wedding ring?
It's just a band, so it
Yeah,
could be his,
he's
I
not
guess.
wearing one.
Hello.
What'd you do to your hair?
Oh, I just sort of...
Take a look at Thorwald. He's getting ready to pull out for good. Look at him.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Now, he's been laying out all his things on one of the beds. Even his wife's, that alligator handbag
What
wife
about
had on the
it?
bedpost. He had it hidden in the dresser. He had his wife's jewelry in the handbag.
Where is he going?
I wonder where he's going.
I don't know.
Suppose he doesn't come back again.
Oh, he'll be back. His things are still there.
Well, I guess it's safe to put on some lights now.
Not yet. Okay, you can turn it on now. He must have gone someplace to the right.
That's pretty cool. It's a hanging lamp.
Yeah.
A woman has a favorite handbag, and then all of a sudden she goes away on a trip and leaves it behind. Why? And that jewelry. Women don't keep their jewelry in a purse getting all twisted and scratched and tangled up. And they don't leave it behind either. Why, a woman going anywhere but the hospital would always take makeup, perfume, and jewelry.
50s they might have.
That couldn't have been Mrs. Thorwald.
Well, what about the witnesses?
We'll agree they saw a woman, but she was not Mrs. Thorwald. Not yet.
Is that so?
Mm.
Come here. I sure wish you'd show up.
Don't rush him. We have all night.
We have all what?
Night. I'm going to stay with you.
Well, you'll have to clear that with my landlord. Oh, it's very nice, but I just have one bed.
If you say anything else, I'll stay tomorrow night.
He's not even sleeping in the bed.
Yeah.
You said I'll have to live out of one suitcase. I bet yours isn't this small.
Oh?
Compact, but ample enough.
Looks like you packed in a hurry.
There's that song again. Where does a man get inspiration to write a song like that?
Well, he gets it from the landlady once a month.
Why don't I slip into something more comfortable?
By all means.
I mean, like the kitchen and make us some coffee.
Oh, and some brandy, too, huh?
Coffee and brandy?
Yeah. Honeymoon's over, I guess.
Jeff?
Hi.
The lady's falling asleep.
What else have you got on this man, Thorwald?
Well, enough to scare me you wouldn't show up in time and we'd lose him.
I'm just warming some brandy.
Tom, this is Miss Lisa Fremont.
How do you do?
We think Thorwald's guilty.
Hello.
Lieutenant Doyle.
Yeah, he's right here. For you.
Have you ever had warmed brandy? I haven't either. I don't want to try it now.
I checked the railroad station. He bought a ticket. 10 minutes later, he put his wife on the train. The witnesses are that deep.
That might have been a woman, but it couldn't have been Mrs. Thorwald.
I take it you didn't find the trunk.
I found the trunk.
I suppose it's normal for a man to tie up a trunk with heavy rope.
And if the lock is broken, yes.
Why, when a woman is taking a simple, short trip, does she take everything she owns?
I would say it looked as if she wasn't coming back.
And if she wasn't coming back, why didn't he tell his landlord? I'll tell you why he didn't tell his landlord, because he was hiding something.
Why does he keep going back to that?
Do you tell your landlord everything?
Oh!
What do you say we all sit down, have a nice, friendly drink or two,
I wonder what swirling it does.
You mean you're through with the case?
There's no case to be through with, Miss Fremont. How about that drink?
They're already drinking.
Yeah. I think that's what he's saying. How about we just have a drink here?
Maybe I better get home and get some sleep. Yes.
Oh!
Oh.
Look.
Kind of looks like he's chewing some gum. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
Jeff, you know, if someone came in here, they wouldn't believe what they'd see. You and me with long faces, plunged into despair because we find out a man didn't kill his... Show's over for tonight.
Wow, 4 windows.
Yeah.
What do you think? You like it?
Yes, I like it.
Something's happened to the dog. It's been strangled. The neck is broken. Which one of you killed my dog? Neighbors like each other, speak to each other, but none of you do.
I'm surprised the lady picked it up and put it in the basket.
Yeah.
You know, for a minute, that Tom Doyle almost had me convinced I was wrong. In the whole courtyard, only one person didn't come to the window. Look.
Why would Thorwald want to kill a little dog? Because it knew too much?
He's got everybody involved now.
Lisa, back there on that shelf, the little yellow box, you see it? Well, these are about 2 weeks old. Uh-huh. I think I know why Thorwald killed that dog. I'll take it down. You see?
The flowers?
Those flowers in Thorwald's pet flower bed.
You mean where the dog was sniffing around?
Well, the dog was digging. Right, those 2 yellow zinnias in this end aren't as tall as they were.
There's something buried there.
Mrs. Thorwald.
Mr. Thorwald could scarcely put his wife's body in a plot of ground about 1 foot square. Less, of course, he put her in standing on end, and my idea is she's scattered all over town, leg in the east. Oh. He's packing.
Stella, get this note paper. It's up here someplace. Look out, Lisa, he's coming.
You never should have let her do it if he ever...
No.
Can he not see across the way?
It must be too dark in there for him to see them.
Miss Lonely Hearts just laid out something that looks like rhodium triagonal capsules.
Well, does she have enough of them to...
Well, make the rest easier.
Wasn't that close? What was his reaction? I mean, when he looked at the note.
Well, it wasn't the kind of an expression that would get him a quick loan at the bank.
Jeff, the handbag.
Oh. Did he see him?
Let's go down and find out what's buried in the garden.
Maybe I can get him out of that apartment.
We only need a few minutes.
Shall we vote him
Oh
in?
no, is she gonna kill herself?
Unanimously.
Oh, he's all dressed.
Yep.
When you wonder if it's your girlfriend calling, the one you killed for. Go on, pick it up.
Hello?
Did you get my note?
Who are you?
Meet me in the bar at the Albert Hotel. Do it right away. To settle the estate of your late wife.
I don't know what you mean.
Now, come on, quit stalling, Thorwald, or I'll hang up and call the police.
I have only $100 or so.
That's a start. I'll be looking for you.
Come on, Stella, let's go.
One of you keep an eye on this window. If I see him coming back, I'll signal with a flashbulb.
God, he's getting me a little anxious. So these in the corner are lower than they were in the picture.
Yep.
You're not keeping an eye out for them.
This is a Doyle residence.
Hello, this is L.B. Jeffries speaking.
This is a babysitter.
Well, when do you expect the man?
They went to dinner and maybe nightclub.
I see. Well, if he calls in, would you have him get in touch with L.B. Jeffries right away?
Oh my God. Nothing?
Nope.
Lisa, what are you doing? Lisa, what are you doing? Don't go.
Okay, he better keep an eye out for her.
Yeah.
Empty.
She said, ring Thorwald's phone the second you see him come back.
From the beginning.
Miss Lonely Hearts. Mr. Jeffries, the music stopped her.
Oh no! Oh no!
What? Lisa!
Oh, shit.
Hello. Look, a man is assaulting a woman at 125 West 9th Street. L.B. Jeffries.
He saw the purse.
Here they come.
Did he already kill her?
No.
What's she trying to do? Why didn't she turn him in?
She's a smart girl.
Smart girl, she'll get herself arrested.
Yeah, it'll get her out of there, won't it?
Look, the wedding ring.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh.
Turn out the light, he's seen us. Get my billfold out of the drawer on the table there.
What do you need money?
I'm gonna bail Liz out of jail.
Well, it's $127.
How much do you need?
First offense burglary, that's about $250.
Lisa's handbag. Look, I got $20 or so in my purse. Give me what you got.
Oh, 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 oh.
Jeffries,
All right, what is it now?
I've got something really big for you. Liz is in jail. She got arrested. She got into Thorwald's apartment. She went in to get evidence, and she came out with evidence.
Like what?
Like Mrs. Thorwald's wedding ring. That's like what?
Is he going to walk into his apartment?
I don't know.
Where'd they take place?
With precinct 6.
I'll run it down, Jeff.
All right. All right, now hurry up, will you? Hello. Hello, Tom. I think Thorwald's left. I don't see... Hello.
Oh, he screwed up. Did they close the door?
I think so.
Scoot back a little bit. Scoot back a little bit.
Where's he gonna go? I'll never see him.
Just go in the kitchen. Go in the kitchen. Oh, he's got the light bulb. He can flash him with the light bulb. Oh my God. Would that work? Oh my God. I think I'm gonna throw up. Why would he have left the door unlocked?
They always did because they needed to come in, and he can't get up to unlock it.
Oh my God.
What do you want from me? Your friend, the girl, could have turned me in. Why didn't she? What is it you want? A lot of money? I don't have any money. Say something. Tell me what you want. Can you get me that ring back?
No.
Tell her to bring it back.
I can't. The police have it by now.
Lisa! Doyle!
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is he gonna throw him out the window? Oh my gosh.
Doyle! Creel! Give me a 38.
Oh. Oh, did he break something else?
I don't know.
Sorry, Jeff, I got here as fast as I could.
You got enough for a search warrant now?
Lieutenant Doyle, Thorwald's ready to take us on a tour of the East River.
You saying it was buried in the flower bed?
Yeah, said the dog got too inquisitive, so he dug it up. It's in a hat box over in his apartment.
Want to look?
No, thanks. I don't want any part of it.
So he had something buried there.
First release. I'd love to hear it. I can't tell you what this...
Oh, that's the lady from the other...
Yep, Miss Lonely Hearts.
Stay still. Stay.
She's training a new puppy.
Yeah.
But your job would have gotten married.
Oh, honey, come on.
Oh, Lord.
All right, so that was Rear Window. What'd you think of that?
That was really great.
You like that?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel like a modern thriller. Like, I think a modern thriller would be much more fast paced, but this, I think the slow pace to it actually had more of a build up to it. Yeah, it was interesting because I remember the first time I saw it. I don't know how you felt about it, but throughout the whole thing, were there points where you were like, "This guy's just going crazy"?
Yeah, he's bored.
Yeah, he's bored.
His mind is getting a little crazy.
Yeah, you're never really quite sure. Maybe the guy's wife just left. Maybe she's not really dead. I thought it was really a smart story. And an interesting way to tell the story, too, because they never really left that apartment. Everything was from that point of view.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can't think of a modern movie that's been made like that. I'm sure there must be one that's been made like that, but
yeah,
I mean, the whole thing was from one point of view, from one place. So,
yeah, it kept you intrigued for sure.
Yeah.
Was he going crazy? Was he just bored and making things up in his head?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and then he starts getting everybody involved with it. Even his nurse is coming in at, 2 in the morning. Well, late at night. I don't know, 2 in the morning, but coming in very late and hanging out and being into it and digging up flower gardens and all that stuff. So, yeah, I know that's one of Hitchcock's more well-known movies. I don't know if it's considered his best by any stretch. It's really, I think that's one of the only ones of his that I've seen. I know one of the other ones that have been talked about a lot is called The Birds, which I'd like to see that one. Yeah, I mean, let us know. Is The Birds worth checking out next?
So you haven't seen that one?
I haven't seen that one either. I haven't seen a lot of Hitchcock. I think this is really the only one I've ever seen before Psycho. And this one I only saw because of Jimmy Stewart. George Bailey. So,
yeah.
I didn't know anything about it. I don't know anything about the other movies. I know he's got quite a collection. I've seen like Blu-ray collections of quite a few movies. So
it was great. It kept you intrigued. It made me a little nauseous. I'm still kind of feeling a little nauseous because of the anxiety of is he going to get hurt and
yeah. It definitely had the thriller kind of, a lot of build up, very slow burn. Yeah. What'd you think of the characters, like their relationship?
Well, I kind of thought he was a little mean to her at the beginning. I mean, he didn't have to be that rude kind of thing, but
yeah.
I don't know. She was caring. She wanted to take care of him.
Yeah, I thought it was cool at the end there where she, no, she's right in the thick of it. She can handle herself. So I thought that was cool. Kind of an unlikely pairing. I mean, they did seem a little opposite from each other, or extreme opposite, I guess. But I guess that can work. I mean, they seem to really care about each other, so.
I think she cared about him more than he cared about her. Because he didn't want her to be involved in the travel and the adventure of his job.
Well, I didn't take that as he didn't care about her. I think he cared about her enough that he didn't think that was her kind of life, and he would rather just let her go and have her life and be happy than drag her down and make her miserable being with him, trying to adapt to his life.
Yeah, but there's a compromise. Why couldn't he change the narrative to his job?
Well, I don't think he wanted to.
Well, exactly. There should always be some type of compromise.
Yeah.
I mean, if you love someone,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying he was a perfect character, but I mean, I think he had his reasons, and I didn't quite, the whole thing, not wanting to get married and all that. He seems a little old to be like, no, I'm still a young man. No, you really aren't. You got to be in your 40s by this point. So yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. Like, okay, come on.
I don't know. I thought he could be a little more giving if he really wanted that relationship to work.
Yeah.
He didn't have to be so harsh.
I can see that. What did you think about the aspect of seeing all of the different lives in each different apartment?
That was interesting. I mean, it's amazing how you can live so close to someone and not realize what their lives are about, you know?
Yeah.
What their struggles are.
Yeah, I thought it was an interesting take because you're focusing on everybody has something different going on, and it wasn't all a focus on just the murder mystery or anything.
Mm-hmm.
You had the guy trying to make his music, and the Miss Lonely Hearts, and the newlyweds, and the husband and wife with the dog. And, everybody just has their own thing going on, and it kind of brought I think it kind of grounded the story. It wasn't all just full on murder mystery. It was, kind of a snapshot into all these people's lives, and even Miss Torso, which I wasn't really sure I understood, and I'm still not sure I understand it. So her husband came back,
or boyfriend,
or boyfriend or something, but why did she have so many people at her house all the time?
Well, it was men that were interested in her, and she was just playing along, I guess. To not be lonely, but
yeah. Did you think
having options? Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe. Did you think Miss Lonely Hearts was going to kill herself there?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought she wrote the note. I thought she was going to do it.
Yeah.
I guess with all the commotion, she never did.
Yeah, she obviously never did, and went up to the guy who wrote them, or.
Oh, it was the song that made her stop.
Yeah, the song that snapped her out of it. So
yeah,
and I think she said something. I didn't quite catch everything she said, but I think she said something about the music means a lot to me, or meant something. I can't remember exactly what happened at the end, but I think she said something about it. So
yeah. Well, that was nice.
Yeah,
I wish the puppy didn't have to die. He was so cute.
Yeah, that kind of sucked. So what I got out of that was that Thorwald had buried something of his wife,
right,
in the garden,
right,
and because that's what's in the hat box now. So
right.
It did surprise me at the end, though, that they're still on Jimmy Stewart's still on the ground there, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he's already told us everything," It's
yeah, that was fast.
He gave up fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not even trying to fight it. He's like, "Yep, you got me."
Yep. That was interesting.
But you called it at the end there with the flash bulbs.
Well, how was he supposed to save himself? There's no way he could get up and fight for himself.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to signal them with the light flashing, but he didn't even get the opportunity to do that. So that was close by. I forgot that it was on his lap, but I thought it was close to the phone or the table really or something.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if that would work. Like, if he flashed them, will it really give him enough time to distract him?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it would have been like, oh, what the... come on. But I don't think it would have slowed him down that much. I mean, maybe enough to buy him a few seconds, but, after the first one, he was probably expecting it, like, had one eye closed or something, like, all right, yeah.
You would think, but he didn't know how many bulbs he had in his hand.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I thought it was a really interesting way to tell the story.
Super smart.
Yeah, all from one point of view. Kept you guessing through the entire movie. Like, what is this for real? Is this just crazy?
Though I have to admit that I really do love mysteries, but that was... It was a bit much. I like that it wasn't gory and stuff, but it was just a bit much where it got my heart racing.
It had the thriller
and it had it really truly made me nauseous.
Wow. But
like I was nervous.
Yeah. Especially there where she's in Thorwald's apartment and he's coming. Yeah. That's like, oh crap. Is he gonna kill her?
And I know it's just a movie, and I'm sure everything was gonna end well, but you just get so involved.
Yeah. So wrapped up in it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, he's definitely a great storyteller. Very unique way of telling the story. It almost felt like a play to me, like something you would go see. Like here's all the apartments behind him. You're going to see it from this point of view.
Yeah,
it had that kind of feel to it.
I don't think there's. Well, I mean, I guess there could be. I don't watch a lot, but there's got to be something nowadays that's kind of similar to that, don't you think?
There has to be. I mean,
because that was a pretty good story.
Yeah, somebody has to have tried copying this, or
right.
I mean, if you know, let us know in the comments. I'd really be interested. So going forward, I'm taking it. It's a thumbs up from you.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess, which one did you like more, this or Psycho?
This one.
This one, yeah. I think I like this one more. Psycho was a good movie, for sure. I mean, definitely a great movie.
Did the one that was the jury in the jury
12 Angry Men?
Yeah, there you go. Is that an Alfred Hitchcock movie too?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, okay. It kind of had that kind of feel, but I wasn't sure if it was the same.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking out some more Alfred Hitchcock. I know he's got quite a library behind him. I think probably the next one will be The Birds. I don't know too much about that. I have heard that the special effects are kind of iffy by today's standards, so you kind of have to just ignore the special effects.
That kind of seems a little scary. The title, and all I can think of is the birds pecking at somebody.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I'd always heard it was... When I was a kid and I heard about it, I heard, it's probably a little too scary for you. Now, I was being a kid, who knows, people, no, it's just too much for you. I don't know, as an adult. I have heard that, it was from, I want to say it was in the 60s. The special effects are a little sketchy by today's standards, but I think... Like with this, even like the end part there where he falls, it looked fake, but okay, I'll give it a pat. Given when it was made and just how strong the story was, I think it was okay. The special effects, it didn't really it wasn't jarring and taking me out of it okay, that looks terrible.
When he was falling from
when he fell from the... It didn't look the greatest, but... I'll kind of give it a pass. It was 1954, I think.
Sure. And it wasn't that long of a length from the second floor to the first floor.
Yeah.
In reality.
Yeah.
And when they did the scene from far away, it looked like it was just a second floor.
Yeah, maybe 10 feet, 10, 12 feet.
Right.
So.
And the other guys broke his fall as well.
Yeah. Now, actually, there is one other Hitchcock movie I have seen, Vertigo. I have seen that one. I think that one, we'll definitely have to watch that, show you that. But yeah, I remember really enjoying that one. So I have seen now 3.
Isn't Vertigo when you can't balance yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I've seen 3 Hitchcock movies now. So.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll definitely get on it. I'm really interested to see, because I mean, he's so well known, and he's a legend in filmmaking at this point.
I've enjoyed so far.
Yeah, so let us know what other ones we should check out. For sure, we're gonna be checking out The Birds and Vertigo. Beyond that, I don't know really. I'm not sure I could even name any more movies of Hitchcock's.
Google could tell us.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. But yeah, let us know what else we should check out. Anything else you want to say about this one?
No, it was fun. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. All right.
No crying.
Yeah, no crying. A little nauseous, but
Yeah,
from nerves, but hey.
So what do I prefer, the crying or the nerves? Oh, I probably prefer the crying over the nerves.
I'm sure the audience does too. All right. Well, if you guys enjoyed this reaction, please give us a thumbs up, comment down below. Let us know what other Hitchcock movies we should check out. Let us know what you thought of Rear Window. If you'd like to see the full-length reaction to this and everything else we reacted to, we'll put the link to our Patreon down below. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.